Hello, this is vlog number 2 about technology, whether it's good or bad. Number 1, technology is good for so many reasons that cannot be listed in this very short video. But as we all know, technology changed the way we live today completely. From technology in the medical field, technology advancing in the business field, military, um, astronomy, so many things that technology made available for us, and it made our lives a lot easier in such short time. Um, so I think that it is good in that sense. Um, Also, if you look at social media and how it changed a lot of people's lives, I mean, you you it, it makes you stay in touch with people that you would have never had a chance to keep in touch with them, um, and get to know new people that you probably would have had never had the chance to meet. One very good example of the critical role that social media played was actually a couple months ago, or earlier this year, which is the Arab uprisings. Um, as we all know, it was started from Facebook and Twitter. Actually, Facebook, um, the the man that started the whole thing, the revolution in Egypt, was created this group, and he used Facebook as a tool to gather as many people as he can, because he couldn't do such a thing with the regulations and the oppression that he would have found if he actually went outside and tried to gather people. So Facebook made it a lot easier for him to connect and communicate with his friends and his friends' friends, and just anybody who was interested in the cause that he was seeking. um, so, it, I mean, people were not expecting something like that to happen in that region of the world, and because of Facebook, it they basically overthrew their president of 30 something years. That is really a big accomplishment, in my opinion. Um, so that's just one example that social networking or technology, that proves that technology is good. Also, for you could use the internet for research purposes on anything basically. Um, you can still go and read books and use those as a source as well. Um, I mean, but it might be a little time consuming, because you have to look for the type of information that you want. However, online, you can just go and look for that specific information that you want without wasting time. Um, Also, also, some people argue that with technology, or with the internet, the critical thinking of the person um decreases. I think it's vice versa, because you actually you actually have to use the critical thinking skill in the way that you have to determine, okay, which piece of information do I need, which piece do I not need, and which source do I have to pursue to get the best information that's going to be useful for my purposes. So I think, in a way, um, technology has done really good things to humanity in general. So number 2, technology is bad. Um, Technology is can be bad, in so many ways. I mean, you have people relying on technology to communicate their ideas, or um, just to communicate with people in general without actually physically being somewhere. Um, on the long run, this can, you know, decrease the intrapersonal relationships or skills with other people. Like, people have a hard time communicating with other people face to face, and sorry, and our ability to like work with groups in that sense will be lowered as well. Also, also, some people argue that, there's a lot of information out there that you can find very useful and that you can use to your benefit, and you can profit from it. But I think that um, using that tool can make our kids, or can make people, you know, dumber, if you want to say, because they rely so much on search engines like Google or Yahoo, or other search engines for whatever they want. Like, they don't go out and pick up a book, or go do actual research in like Wikipedia or encyclopedia. I mean, um, so that motivation of doing physical research and using your critical thinking skills diminishes, because basically anything you want can be now found easily with, 2 clicks away on Google or such sites. Um, Also, technology is bad because as we see nowadays, every kid, every child, they have some form of technological devices. Like they've got phones, gaming consoles, PS3s, and Nintendos, and PSPs, or whatever, which can get in the way of their education, and they'd be spending a lot of time online and playing these things where they can be studying instead. I know, yeah, they can also be watching TV, but I think the internet and these technological devices are more addictive than TV is. So they'd be spending a lot of time that they can be spent, in studying, or doing extracurricular activities, um, playing outside. So as a result, we see obesity rates increase and lower grades at school. Also, the problem of cyberbullying arises, which has been lately an issue because of the increasing number of suicides in the people of the age of 18 and down. So that's another problem that technology brings up. Also, um, on a different side or aspect of it is, what if someone creates a bomb that's so technologically advanced, or some weapon or some virus that would basically blow up the world, um, or a virus that would steal and hack people's accounts, and get everybody's money um, in the world. So I don't know. It's just, it becomes, kind of a little dangerous if you misuse it. Um, so so yes. Third argument is, so number three, technology is nor good or bad. It all depends on how you use it, and that's actually my personal opinion as well. Is I personally think that it's it, we should not blame technology as an object or as a thing, because you if you create something, if you don't use it, then it's not going to use itself unless you set it up to use itself, and that's different. But what I mean is, you cannot blame technology for, it's like blaming technology for something is like blaming an object for your problems. People use things wrong all the time. I mean, the creation of guns um, is a big thing. You think okay, guns are bad because they kill people. Well, no, it's the people that pull the trigger that kill people. Same thing goes for technology. Um, if you don't use it in a bad way, it's most likely not gonna hurt anybody else. So um, another good example of, or good use of technology is the creation of the assembly. This was a long time ago, but the creation of the assembly line increased um, increased jobs. It increased product production. It decreased product costs, and it just, products became more efficient and ready at a fast pace, which all of this led to the creation of labor unions, creation of minimum wage, and all these things that were not available before, creating this very simple thing that's technology related. So on the other hand, if you misuse technology, then yes, it can be a really bad thing. Um, for example, online hackers, those people can do really bad things with technology. They can go in and invade people's privacy and steal their personal information and use it to their advantage. Um, people, they can steal their money. They can do a lot of things with it. So in that sense, technology can be very harmful. The other thing is uh, radiation. Um, is so if you use, technology to do research to come up with nuclear weapons, that obviously releases radiation, which can be very deadly and harmful to the citizens. So those are those are just a few examples that cross my mind. I mean, there's obviously a lot of other examples, but just to keep the video brief, um, I used those few examples. Alright, thank you.